Hey everybody, how's it going? It is Matt and it is Fiendish Friday. I hope first and foremost each and every one of you are having a great morning, evening, dawn, day, or dusk, all that great stuff. Hopefully you're with your family or friends, whoever it is that are your loved ones. Hopefully you're hanging out with them, having a good time. And hopefully you've got to watch some decent movies or binge watch some cool series, whatever it is that you do. That's awesome. And I hope you're happy to see my face because I am so happy to see each and every one of your faces. Even the ones that aren't so happy, I'm happy to see you anyways. Please do like, share, and subscribe. I almost forgot about that. I noticed that there are some new faces around the block, and thank you for checking my stuff out, guys. It's always fun seeing new faces come in and checking out my content. Do always remember Monday through Friday, every day of the week. I will do a review. Saturday and Sunday, I do not. Now that I've got the formal stuff out of the way, let's get on to the film of the day, my friends. It is so dope. It's a classic. It's legendary. It's one of the greatest horror films of its decade, and it's one that, if you don't like it, I don't know what to say because this is a really well liked film amongst the community. I'd be very surprised to see anybody that really dislikes it or has some real disdain for it because it is so good and so well made and just fun and awesome. This one came out in 1977. This cut's a rated R cut. It's running at an hour and 30 minutes, that 90-minute mark. That's usually how I like my films to roll, 90, anywhere from 80 to about 100 minutes, right around in there. That's my range I like. And then let's see, we got quite the cast in here. We got Susan Lanier, Robert Houston, Martin Speer, Dee Wallace, who's always great. Dee Wallace, I love her. This is before she was the Dee Wallace Stone. This is before she married what is his name? David Stone, I think it was Christopher Stone. That's what his name was before she married him and all that good jazz. And who else we got in here? We got Russ Grieve, we got John Steadman, we got Michael Berryman, who's always awesome in everything he's in, which that guy is like highly underrated in my opinion. He's usually only cast in creepy type roles because of how his deformities, because he's had like an insane amount of surgeries on his head. It's or just I think just his body in general. But for sure on his head to reconstruct it or construct it into a workable form, or I mean at least a somewhat normal form, which I feel like they did a great job. The guy definitely he looks normal for the most part. I mean, he has definitely got that creepy look that he could play a villain in anything he's in, but you know what, he's probably got a heart of gold. So that's why I'm like, oh, come on, let's not give Michael Berryman a hard time. Not that I hear anybody give him a hard time, but he's one of those that he's a highly underappreciated actor that I wish would do a little more stuff, get a little out of his. I wish some people would let him get out of his range a little bit, try something new, or maybe give him a little more dialogue, a little more time in the film. We got Virginia Vincent. She's great in here. She plays Ethel Carter, and then you got James Whitworth playing Papa Jupiter, and this is none other than, like I said, the 1977 classic "The Hills Have Eyes." Yes, 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 folks. And this right here is the badass Arrow edition that they released. It is a nice hefty piece of work here. Let me pull this out for you folks. There is a very cool poster that it does come with. It is a double-sided poster. It also does come with a very good thick booklet on oh, there's Michael Berryman right there. Whoops. Go back one. Whoop. There we go. There's the man right there, Michael Berryman. He's definitely got that creepy look, but hella cool. Lots of stuff in there. And then as far as I went with the I usually like to go with the original artwork on the if I have the dual. If I can do both, the new artwork like how I can with this, and then on the inside I'll do the original, which is fun. This does come with this thing is stacked. I'm not gonna lie. Comes with all these little cards as well, which is really cool. I'm gonna set those there for right now. And then it is a 1 disc standard issue Blu-ray, and it does have the alternate artwork, which is the one right here. I'm just gonna hold it like this. But anyways, this standard or this Blu-ray, let's flip her over and show you the special features as well. There's a lot of special features. There you go, guys. This thing is typical of Arrow. They really knocked it out of the park and put everything they can into this release, which everything they do is always good. I never had one complaint about their deluxe editions as far as presentation goes. I don't know about them as a company because I got burned by them one time and it really upset me, and I haven't ordered directly from them since. I pre-ordered months and months and months in advance the Creepshow 2 Blu-ray, and it was supposed to come in a handy case like this as well. Instead, I really received the standard issue Blu-ray, and it really pissed me off, and they didn't want to do anything about it. So, essentially, that's why I don't order directly from them anymore. I would rather outsource on that, because I can at least, if I'm not guaranteed something, I can at least get my damn money back and something along those lines, or have it fixed. The problem be fixed, because I paid for this size of one, but I got standard issue. So bullshit. Anyways, on to the film of the day. I've showed you enough about the what it's all about. The packaging is really awesome. It's essentially about this family. It's a mother, father, their 3 children, and the oldest daughter's husband, and they both the oldest daughter and her husband have a small baby as well. So they're heading through what is it, Nevada or something like that, but they are on their way to California. That I do know, but they're trying to. Big Bob, the dad, wants to have them stop at this old mine, that silver mine that their family owned at one point, or owns, or something along those lines. The family had owned it. Going to check that out. He stops at this seedy little side of the road gas station. This cool old man who is always great. I can't think of his name right now off the top of his head, but every movie I've seen that actor in, he's usually pretty good, or at least entertaining. He's not a main actor type guy. He's one of those. He's a bit actor. He's great as a small co-star, or something, a feature or something like that in there. Oh, and it's featuring in it Joe Bob Riggs. No, that's not his name. But they stop. This old man essentially tells them to turn around, go a different way. They pressure from Big Bob. He finally basically says fuck it. And sends them on this road to nowhere, essentially. And he is in line with these people that live up in the mountains. The hills have eyes. There's let's see, there's a mother, there's daughter Ruby, there's Mars, there's Jupiter, there's Pluto, and there's one more, I believe, in there, Mercury. And they all live up in the mountains, and they are cannibalistic, subhumanoid type people. They're not. I mean, they're not mutated or anything like that. They're just really dastardly, disgusting people. This dude here, he is got these gnarly teeth here. If you notice, they've been, looks like they've been all sharpened into sharp teeth, which is weird looking. It's crazy. It's fun. Um, the Carter family, when they get down there, they get in a wreck. They essentially, the two adults, the Big Bob Carter and his son-in-law, they split up and they go each direction on the road and see if they can find some help, because they are trapped in the middle of nowhere. Trapped in the middle of nowhere. Um, you're treated with some scenes that, like, a very, very intense rape scene, and then it's followed up with a intense scene that involves the mother, the oldest daughter, and the child. It's very well, it involves both daughters too, as it involves both daughters, because the one daughter is the one that's raped. But it is a very brutal scene. One that always stuck with me. When I first saw this movie, that scene just, like, it rattled me. But I was a little kid. Um, when they remade this, they really did an insane job with the remake on this, I thought. Even though I'm not huge on remakes, but they made that scene even more intense, which I didn't think it was even possible, but they were able to. But it doesn't outshine this one. This one is the beauty. This one's the gold. And anyone that tells you the remake is better than this is a fool. Sorry. Sorry, I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelers, but that's just how it is. This one's where it's at. Um, I don't want to give away too much more, other than they're stuck out in the middle of nowhere. This family has decided to start attacking them. They are now in defense mode in this camper. Like I said, there's a gnarly rape scene in there. There's a scene that always upsets me, that involves a dog, because I'm a huge dog lover. It always pisses me off when I see dogs get hurt in movies. It's like, oh, you son of a bitch, I hope you die, one of those kind of ordeals, because dogs, they're man's best friend. I own two dogs, and I'm a huge fan of them. But let's roll over onto my kind of ratings on this one. On 1 through 5 on a technical side, this thing's probably a 4 out of 5. It's middle, or a little above average as far as a technical movie goes. This is like Wes Craven's, like, second or third film. I can't remember. It's it's after The Hills Have, or I mean, my second favorite film of all time, The Last House on the Left, which they did an amazing release just like this for it, and I will eventually. I don't think I've reviewed that one. I don't know. I can't remember if I have or not. I've done so many of them. I have to go back and do a double check and make sure I haven't. I had to double check to make sure I didn't do this one, because for some reason I thought I did. I probably did it over on the old Facebook when I did those, and now I'm redoing everything, making it much better, and making it a lot wider availability. So let's go on that entertainment side, and this thing is a solid 5 out of 5 is on the entertainment scale. It doesn't get much better than this for as far as 70s exploitation, horror type, cult film following films. I said do. Do check this one out. It is very cool, very awesome. All right, so a 9 out of 10. I believe it's well worth that rating. If you guys agree, tell me what you think. If you don't agree, tell me what you think. All right, y'all. Love your faces as always. It's the weekend. I'm going to get the hell out of here. I got to go do some lawn mowing and all that great jazz. I'll see you guys all on Monday. That's about all I could say. And I liked a Serbian film. So fuck you and your baby.